What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with our Russian imperialistic campaign. I would say that we are obviously doing very, very well. We have Sweden as an ally. We have Kazan as a vassal. We are currently continuing our Muscovite conquest of Narva, which is against the Livonian Order. Surprisingly enough, the Teutonic Order is not actually against us in this war, despite them being allied. So I suppose as we take over the Livonian Order, we might as well improve relations with the Teutons. And Bohemia is actually getting substantially large as well. We had a small naval skirmish. I got absolutely annihilated, but I guess that's, that was to be expected. They had a much larger navy than we did because we really only have one, two... Well, I guess we have a few other provinces that could give us sailors. But we just got those within the last decade, and therefore our sailor count isn't necessarily that high. Surprisingly enough, we can have up to 357 now, despite having 113 max before. And the Siege of Reval has fallen. We have 25% war goal. Latgalia has been destroyed. We are now sending 28,000 troops in to do some damage. I think we're going to win this fight. Yep, they're getting absolutely annihilated. You are going to go to Riga. You are going to go here. And everybody is doing a fantastic job. Though, I do want to blockade these areas. Looks like they're going to do it for me. I am going on speed 5, which is too fast. So the idea is if the Livonian Order did cross this strait, they would have a -2 penalty, and they would get absolutely annihilated because it seems like both of these guys are pretty even in terms of numbers. And our annexation of Kazan is going very slowly. Wish I could make that faster. Can we get a treasurer? Not yet. Only yearly prestige. Could be a lot nicer. We can now unlock Renaissance Thought. And therefore, let's now switch on over to diplomatic power, as I obviously want to plow through influence ideas and try to get some more vassals, if that's even possible. Where do we stand now? One more day. There is the treasurer we were looking for, as we will now get more 10% additional taxation. I want to build some more ships, but we are out of sailors, so we can't do that. And can we take all of the Livonian Order in one swoop? No, we cannot. That's very saddening. I honestly thought we could. Had we have had more claims, we probably could have. I guess that's not going to happen. Sweden does finally want to join in. That's really sad. Like 103%, and they don't want to... we can't take that much because, that's more war gold than we can actually claim. That's sad. I am going to take Riga, obviously. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to leave Latgalia. And I'm guessing that Lithuania is going to push on into Latgalia. I could leave this island, and I'm assuming Denmark would take it eventually. Not necessarily too sure. These 13,000 will move up. We have 25,000 manpower. Let's go ahead and unlock influence ideas. And now we will get additional income from all of our vassals. I'm very saddened, though, because I honestly thought we could have taken this in one swoop, but I guess not. Chernigov, still, they don't want to be vassalized. It was -9 at one point, but it looks like now it's -19. Let's gain a free stability. Absolutely going to take that. Now it looks like all of our missionary strength is higher, but we lost our Inquisitor. Okay, the Siege of Riga is going very, very slow. It would be kind of nice to own this province, or at least the city, because it is an estuary. Okay, let's actually collapse on these units. If they try to run away... Oh, we can't. We can't attack them. There is a fort in the way. -1 corruption, and Kazan's opinion of me has gone up, which is good news. But I think what I'm going to do is I will probably go ahead and take the province of Ossel, because we will get more sailors, and I'm going to leave Latgalia. Side with the burghers or side with the clergy. Let us go ahead and side with the burghers, because I want them to like me as much as possible. And speaking of estates... Can we ask for contributions? Yes, we can. 190 ducats. That is substantial. I do like that number quite a bit. And I guess while I'm waiting, can I really use that number? Can we build some additional barracks? Yes, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. I mean, plus 300 is substantially low. I don't think I'm really going to waste my money on it just yet. Riga still being sieged down, taking a very long time, I might add. Let's go back to speed 5. How long has this siege been going on? 700 days, almost 2 years of just sieging down provinces. I eventually should probably buy some cannons. It would make things a heck of a lot easier. However, I would probably have to renegotiate and remaneuver a lot of our forces. I probably would have about 16 units in every single group here. And it looks like the siege of Riga is now ours. Can we take all of their land in one swoop? Yes, we can. All of their money is now mine. And we now own Riga. However, we still do not own everything. 99% war score. I absolutely want this as a vassal, but it's not going to happen. I'm very saddened by that. But that's very odd. We can't make them... That's incredibly odd. We can't make them a vassal, but we can take all of their land, and we will. Teutons will be upset. That's fine. Let's go ahead and end this war, and we now own everything. That's awesome. Okay, now we need to do damage control. We have Livonian separatists at 90%. The Teutons are upset. Is there anything that we can do without them joining into a coalition against us? Okay, this castle inside Reval can be destroyed. I think I'm going to leave the fort here in Riga. Actually, it needs to be moved to Mitau. Let's do that now. Let's go ahead and core what we can. And we are going to have to deal with these Livonian threats. Probably now. I see Pskov here. This can be destroyed. This castle. Pskov Castle can be destroyed. This is blocked. This is blocked. This is blocked. We need a castle somewhere down to the south. But I don't think we're going to worry about it just yet. As we have one inside Ryazan. Okay, I really do want more missionary strength. I don't think we can... Ooh. The seat of Metropolitan Bishop is going to give me the missionary strength we need. Can we respond to the situation in time? Barely. How much manpower do we now have? 8,716. Not bad. And what's pretty cool is, we obviously are ticking away our war exhaustion. A lot of unrest is going to tick away in time because we have humanist ideas. I'm very happy about that. I don't necessarily think we're going to be improving the autonomy in this region because we just defeated a rebellion. But for the time being, let's bring our army maintenance down. Let's mothball all of our forts. We should be building another. Do I really want the fort in Novgorod? No. Do I really want this fort up here? No. It's costing me a lot of money. I do want these. I do want this one. Kazan is going to be annexed in time, but very, very slowly. And you would think I could actually do my vassalization of Chernigov, but I guess not. Let's lose some prestige. And why can't we take these? We are building a castle, and I'm guessing this one was under siege before. And that's what we're going to do. We are now going to shift our focus from the Western world. Because obviously the Teutons are a little upset. Lithuania, a lot of other countries are a little upset. Let's actually cancel our current mission, which I believe has something to do with Hungary. Let's cancel this mission. Let's actually improve relations with Bohemia right now, because I don't want them rivaling me. And instead of focusing on the West, we're going to now move against either Nogai or Uzbek, and we're going to try to spread across Siberia. I don't know how well that will work, but obviously we are going to wait just a little bit to deal with these rebels, stomp them out however we can, and continue to grow in our technology. Looks like we have professional officers now. giving us some much better infantry, pike infantry. And while we have the income, I think we're going to do a 10-4-2 strategy. So these two can be destroyed. 10-4-2. And then you can do a 10-4-2. Okay, so ultimately we should have 48,000 troops. Once we obviously do our annexation of Kazan, we're going to gain additional troops, but I don't think we're going to worry about that just yet. Still building up our castle. Unfortunately, it is inside the grasslands provinces. Not necessarily too bad, but could be a lot better. While we're waiting, might as well reduce a lot of autonomy, get a lot more money, remove a lot of these rebels, because we can. And I've got some money, but I don't really have anything to spend it on. Here is, whoa, the missionary strength we wanted. We're going to get some yearly prestige as well. And now, what I would really, really like would be a very cheap Inquisitor. And it looks like we can, it's a level 3 Inquisitor. That's not cheap. That's ridiculously expensive. Let's go ahead and remove this National Unrest Advisor. We're probably going to cycle through a lot until we find an Inquisitor. National Unrest, not bad. That's a natural scientist. That is a philosopher. Oh, that is very expensive to recycle. Let's go ahead and boot you out of office. Go ahead and recycle our treasurer. We're going to lose some money, but I really want the Inquisitor. It's going to cost me a lot of money trying to cycle through these, when I probably could pay 5 ducats or 6 or 7 ducats a month. Ooh, yearly inflation would be really nice. I actually need that. There it is. Wasted about 120 gold, maybe 100 and a little bit more. We can finally begin, converting a lot of these. I think what I want to also do is become the Defender of the Faith. So in order to do that, you need to have 500 coin, and basically I am now going to defend all Orthodox provinces for the rest of the game. But what's cool is I also get some much needed missionaries. I get some nice bonuses like yearly prestige, monthly war exhaustion reduction, but unfortunately our technology does get more expensive, which I suppose is fine. I do want to send over some missionaries. 47 turns is a lot. But I guess we can try to get them, over as quickly as possible. Okay, peasant war inside Morocco. While we're waiting, don't get me wrong, a lot of these, this aggressive expansion will tick away in time. I do need to improve relations, but in order to do that, I need some diplomatic reputation, and I just don't have it. Because I have not only do I have overextension, but I have annexed subjects. When does that go away? 1510, so 4 more years. Dang, gaining another stability, and therefore improving a lot of these, this missionary strength. Okay, it looks like Sweden wants a royal marriage. Absolutely. I can now that my castle is finished, I can now set up my government that I needed to do a while back. My next priority is to mothball every fort I have. Not only do I want to build up my navy, I also want to repay these loans that I took out. Create a proper fleet. Yes, I want to do that. Protect our brethren in Viansma. Let's improve relations with... Let's create a proper fleet. Okay, who can I improve relations with? We've improved relations with Bohemia. Let's improve relations with the Teutons, if I even really can. Whoops, I almost sent them a warning, which would have made them very upset. And Chernigov has a vassalization status of -21. Maybe by the year 1410, we might be able to vassalize them. I really don't know. We're on speed 5. All we're really doing is just waiting for some money and some manpower. I obviously want to repay these loans. Can't repay it till we have 468. There is the Protestant Reformation. So my number one priority is to obviously convert these to Orthodox before they get switched to Protestant. Age of Discovery is going to end in 120 months. So in another decade. Okay, we've improved relations with the Teutons, improved relations with Bohemia. What about Pomerania? Might as well improve relations with you while we can. Hungary will be sometime soon. But we are on good relations with Sweden, though they could be improved. And the Palatinate is in a peasant war. This is going so quickly that we are on speed 5. But there's really nothing we can do, at least for now. All we're waiting is until the year 1410. I can purchase a new ability. Transfer subjects at peace for half the cost. Wow, the Ottomans have annihilated the Hungarians. Let's go ahead and get the... Allow transfer of subjects for half the cost. And we are going to try to get some new vassals if we can. Ostraka doesn't want to be my vassal. Genoa, we could get an alliance, but they don't want to be my vassal. Circassia does. I could easily vassalize Circassia, and I think I will do that. Let's begin flipping on over to Circassia. Could I vassalize the Great Horde? I probably could. Do I want to? Probably could. I could take a lot of territory. They're not the right religion. What about Circassia? I think I'm going to try to vassalize the Great Horde. And I can't do that for 3 more years. Is Circassia a horde? They are a tribe. I don't know if I like steppe nomads. Well, what can I do? Diplomatic annexation cost reduction. That's going to be nice. Unfortunately, we have some corruption that needs to be dealt with. But if I could somehow get 800 diplomatic reputation, or diplomatic power, I would get more diplomatic reputation. And, you know, ultimately I could annex things a lot easier. Chernigov will probably be able to be vassalized. The wealth of Novgorod, we can get 1 base tax in Moscow, lose some burghers, or we could gain 10 loyalty. Yeah, this is obviously a negative. So what we're going to do is gain support, which we don't need, but the loyalty might pay itself off in time. Can we get demand military power? No, we can't. Nothing we can really do right now. But at least our annexation of Kazan, for a moment, for a time being, it was going well. I want Chernigov to be my vassal, and I don't think I can do that yet, because I have this god-awful annex subjects of -3. Having more legitimacy would have been amazing. And it looks like Sweden is come to their aid in the Swedish conquest. This is a war that they have started. I will accept, but I don't want to. Well, we finally have those cannons. Ooh, it would be pretty amazing if I took Gotland. But don't think that's going to happen. Let's build up our navy just a little bit by 1, 2, 3, 4. Using all of our sailors, building up what we can. I don't know if Sweden actually needs my help, but I guess I can come to their aid. Sending over some troops. I don't really know if I'm ever going to help them again after this fight, because we are probably going to annihilate Denmark very easily. They're going to take some provinces from Norway, and once again, I'm going to be left in the dirt, and I don't like that. Let's go ahead and block them forever. I see that we are fighting. This is what happens when you're on speed 5. Yikes. Surprisingly enough, we did win that fight. And we're actually sieging down the capital. Was not aware of that. I don't really want to do any sieges. I get that I have cannons. All I'm going to do is sit back, relax, maybe even go after Norway. Norway has already been given a white peace. I wonder. Yikes, Norway has broken away from Denmark's grip as well. Pretty exciting. Let's go ahead and convert Ossel. Let's convert Narva to Orthodox. I really want to go ahead and make the Great Horde into a vassal, and then release a lot of territory to them. How far behind am I with the administrative techs? Eventually, when I get the courthouse, I'll probably be back on track. However, are we anywhere near embracing colonialism? Absolutely not. It looks like Portugal has, Castile is being worked on, eventually it'll be France, and then a lot of other nations. Looks like our ships are doing well. We have some Estonian separatists that are going to have to be dealt with in time. Let people sample new religions. And I am now going to remove some troops back to where they should be. Looking at the Estonian separatists, we need to send somebody to Narva and Ossel. So you are going to Ossel. And we can unlock the aggressive expansion impact minus 20%. But what ultimately we need is the diplomatic reputation. And we need a lot more diplomatic power, which we aren't going to have really anytime soon. Can I get the courthouse? Yes, I can. Do I want that? Not really. Okay, we need these units to just crash on top of Narva. They're obviously changing their religion. Has the following tributary states of Ostraka. Let's go ahead and fabricate a claim on Beljamin. You know, I have no idea if I could take over all of their provinces at once, but we obviously will try. And I guess while I'm here... 10 legitimacy or Patriarch Authority. I think I'll take the Patriarch Authority. I don't want to deal with these rebels, but I get that they're only +1. I'm going to do it. I don't want to deal with them at all. So I get that we're going to lose more money than it was worth. It is ours by right and always will be. I am not giving Kazan any territories. And now we are going to basically remaneuver our troops down to the south and try to do an invasion of the Great Horde. Okay, Chernigov still doesn't necessarily like me all that much. Let's improve relations while we're prepping for this war. Okay, we've improved relations by about, I don't know, +12 or something like that. Let's recall our diplomat and send somebody down to declare war. I could bring in Chernigov, don't think I will. You are going to go here. You are immediately going to go crash down. They have 1,000 troops. And they're going to get annihilated. Looks like the Moscow Kremlin. Building of this, we would lose a lot of manpower. But for the next 10 years, local development and defensiveness would be improved. That's garbage. We don't need any of this crap. We cannot afford to expand the Kremlin at this time. All of this is garbage. Like, I don't need any of that. Okay, can I actually take them as a vassal? No, I cannot. I'm very saddened by that. However, Crimea can't be released either. Well, can I make Circassia into a vassal? Yes. Let's go ahead and improve relations as much as I can. I think what I'm going to try to do, if I can vassalize them during a war, I'm going to try to, maybe give them a few provinces. I don't know how well that'll work. But, gaining another vassal is going to be important. Some of my lands are already being converted, like that province. Wow! Riga has been converted as well. So where has the Protestant Reformation happened? It looks like it was in Denmark and Sweden. I'm a little too late to the party here. Vassals are feeling safe. Income from vassals plus 10%. And I'm wondering exactly what we're going to take in this war. Prospering times. Let's gain the diplomatic power because I obviously need 400 as quickly as possible. And everybody is going to be swooping on in and on over. Still on speed 5. We have a free advisor slot. Let's gain national manpower modifier. We don't really need the manpower, but we are going to be able to hit the ground running if anything does happen. I don't like how Ostraka is very powerful. Can I... Still improving relations. Looks like Crimea now exists and is a vassal of the Ottomans. Don't know if I like that. We're going to have to deal with the Ottomans sometime soon, preferably earlier. Let's recall you. I have no idea. Obviously, they have lost some provinces. 106. Maybe I can make the Great Horde into a vassal if I somehow outlast... Let's actually raise war taxes while we're here, because it's free. But basically, if Majar here... or Ostraka takes their actual provinces, I might be able to take all of the Great Horde as a vassal. And that's obviously what my #1 priority was. But I guess the question is, when will they end their war? I have no advisor. Let's get diplomatic reputation, because I do want to get Chernigov as a vassal. Improve relations. Spare no expenses to admin. Alright, looks like the Ottomans and the Crimeans are moving across the peninsula here. And let's also gain Patriarch Authority. Are we about to max out on admin? No, we are not. Not giving Kazan anything at all. And all I really want to do... Let's gain the diplomatic reputation, and I'm wondering, Chernigov might want to be vassalized now. Stability drop, we now have Ivan. Oh, look at that heir. How old is that heir? 5 years old. Ooh, this guy has discipline. So I guess what we're going to do is, I get that we've gone over our time limit here. Royal marriage from Circassia, sure, why not? Royal marriage from Chernigov, sure, why not? I want you to be vassalized, but I don't know if that's possible because of our low legitimacy. Though we've certainly tried, don't get me wrong. Let's also get the negative unrest. I'm sick of this war, kind of want to be out of it already. It's just, we just can't. Well, we could gain a vassal of the Great Horde. I want Chernigov to be my vassal. Don't think it's going to happen. Is there really anything I can do? It says they have a bigger Muscovite, a bigger economy than we do. Maybe vassalizing Polotsk might bring some good news. Alright, Crimea has broken away. I am just ready for this war to end any moment now. You would think Majar would take these two provinces already. I have maximum manpower. I'm just going to end this war. I'm pretty sick of this crap. Alright, now we've taken all of their money. The Great Horde and a few other provinces are obviously upset. I do want to go ahead and try to get... Yeah, they don't want to be vassalized. We have gained a claim. Circassia needs to be vassalized, so let's go ahead and offer our alliance. And surprisingly enough, Circassia might actually want claims all across Crimea, which probably isn't that bad of an idea. Let's go ahead and make some new cores. Can we go ahead and unlock the courthouse? Yes, we can. Do we want to, though? That is our question. Nowhere near embracing colonialism, so might as well do it now. And surprisingly enough, we are still behind with our technology. Past the active uniformity, gaining some missionary strength, which is what we obviously need. And now, sending over some additional missionaries to a lot of other provinces. And I guess we are going to go ahead and end this episode here. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all have an awesome day. I will see you in our next adventure.